Multispectral imaging is just, for me, a magical sort of a technique when you can capture different bands of light and capture bands that the eye cannot see, ultraviolet and the infrared realm. It allows you to do that wonderful thing that I like to call digital time travel. I can have damaged text and I can tell you what it, or if I'm lucky, I can tell you actually what it says. So the multispectral imaging is just highly significant for that reason, for that recovery. It also gives you more accurate color than other cameras. So if we really want to move to scientific analysis of manuscripts and to look at how they're changing over time, we need a really accurate representation or data collection of color, and the multispectral does that for you. The RTI, on the other hand, for the Chad Gospels, by taking 45, 40, 30 different images with different light, and then having the software combine them, it shows you things like dry point writing. And in the Chad Gospels, I discovered dry point writing that scholars didn't know was there. And the monks, they can write it so delicately. If your light follows the line of their scratch, you don't see it. So it's very, very easy to miss. So I would love to see some more work done with RTI on manuscripts, because there's a lot of dry point writing out there that has gone unread for ages because nobody can read it, nobody can see it, nobody knows it's there. The wonderful things about the RTI is that I can go ahead and show somebody an RTI image of the Chad Gospels, and they can move the light around, and they can really experience the manuscript with the play of light. And the play of light is everything with the illuminated manuscripts. They were most likely shown in candlelight, which would have been a flicker as well, which would have made the light even more dynamic. So RTI, to me, is a really special technique and has great benefits to it. I think we can really think of pigments as a play of light. I mean, it's all about it's alchemy. It's combining things and, making it dynamic for somebody to experience this sense of the divine. And how do you express on vellum and images your sense of the divine and what it means to you? And how can you engage people with that knowledge that you have in a way that invites them into a similar spiritual realm? So I think, when you start looking at the yellow pigments, and that's one that hasn't survived well in the Chad Gospels. So to be able to recover that with recovery techniques, actually, after doing the multispectral imaging, you can see the dynamics of the pages in more profound ways and can understand that there's a lot of divine light emanating from that page. And if you can combine that with the RTI, you can really give people a sense of that experience.